Well, another beautiful sunny day here in the north. I'm just going to meet Gerald down at the hiking trails across the river. And we're looking for owls today, cardinals, anything else we see. I've got the new 300mm lens. We're going to shoot that with no teleconverters still. I'm going to try to remain true and just use this lens at 300. I know that's a tough call for wildlife, but I'm just testing the sharpness and getting environmental type photos for now before we switch to using teleconverters and see how sharp it is with those in future videos. But for today, it's cold, but the sun is out. It's going to warm up. Let's do this. So I just stepped out of the truck here and I hear blue jays and red-winged blackbirds. So there are some spring birds coming back. Okay, so I'm here with Gerald and Pat from the local club, and there's a beautiful blackbird up here, red-winged blackbird in the tree with some nice spring buds around it. So I broke my rule. I put the 2x teleconverter on the new 300 as soon as I got here. I wasn't going to do that, but that's, you know, it's the beauty of this lens is that it works really well with the teleconverters. So even though I broke my rule, check out the shot. It was worth it. Gerald wants to show me an osprey nest down here. There it is. There's the osprey nest. I did not know that one was there. So you heard them flying over? Is that how you found it?
Last year I was walking the trail like to the river and I can hear the ospreys, and I kind of followed the sound and I found this trail coming this way, and I led me right to the nest here.
Nice. Gerald's making fun of me because my phone is acting up. The vibration control on the phone's shaking, but I was just saying it's weird that I live down here on the river and I didn't know that that osprey nest was here. So it's good to know people who get out and about.
Because this side wasn't as...
Yeah, you go first and test it out, Gerald.
Oh yeah, put it right across.
So this trail that we just worked our way around here, now we've got a beautiful view of that osprey nest up there behind, right there, wide open from here. Oh, cool little shack here out on the trail. So we're coming back to more public area. We're going to turn around and go back into the trails. All right, Gerald just went to put his gear away. We're going to head over to another marsh that we know a few kilometers from here and just check it for birds as well. I just got in the truck and started cleaning the lens off, and 2 juvenile bald eagles flew over. So I didn't get any shots, but Gerald got a couple. So here we are at the other marsh, and in behind us, they put in a new road. They destroyed all the marsh. And there's going to be houses coming in on this side now. So, well, I was going to say fort, but it looks more like a homeless encampment. I see a shopping cart there. Nice. Nice mess.
Could be the high school, well, could be a little fort the high school kids made, but...
Could be. I'm voting homeless palace of drugs and dirty things. That's what I'm voting. You guys know I've complained about that on the channel a few times. We have a lot of issues with that in these small northern communities now. Something's got to change.
one it'll be a little harder to get the herring, but apparently in here too, right? It's not the. But you know what? It's funny because we didn't get that much water. That would used to be more water in there.
Yeah, it looks low, eh?
Yeah.
Another structure here. Yeah, still too early for birds, I guess. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys, I did order the proper foot for the new Sony 300 f2.8 lens. For some reason, Sony refuses to just add the Arca Swiss foot, so you got to spend $100 to get one of those. They do make this foot here removable. The problem I'm having is that they did not put a strap attachment on the side of this lens. So even though I bought the new foot, I thought this is still going to be an issue. You can't then take this and put it in the gimbal, even if it has an Arca Swiss mount, with that strap holder attached on there. So I figured out a way to fix that. This Leo photo has the QD attachment right there. Well, what that is it's a aluminum ring which has a groove inside there, and you can put a special fitting in there. So I ordered 2 of these, which are QD fittings, and it has little ball bearings. So we're going to insert that into the bottom with the quick release for our regular Peak Design strap. I'll show you in a second. It'll all make sense in a second. So we put the Peak Design quick release onto the QD quick release. And this thing, it has a push button. When you push it, the bearings go inside. Now with our Leo photo foot attached onto our lens, we can push the button and insert this quick release into the bottom. And it's securely attached. And then we can just put our Peak Design strap back on there. And then when I want to put this in the gimbal, we just push the button, release it, and that can go back in the gimbal. $7.50 a piece on Amazon. They come in a pack of 2 for $13, so you get 2 whether you want to or not. Come join me this morning, guys. We've had 2 solid days of rain, which then turned into a light dusting of snow. So maybe some landscapes on the horizon. I don't know, but I'm itching to use the new 300mm lens. So we're getting out somewhere. Oh, frosty morning. But the sun is coming up. So I actually decided to come check out an in-town park first, guys, and look for ducks and some birds and stuff here in town. And hey, I found there's a frozen shopping cart in there, and I thought that's a kind of a cool image. So I'm just gonna walk around and see if I can find anything in the park here in town first. The wind is a little snappier than I would like. Gonna head back and grab my gloves out of the truck first, and then we're gonna go for a little walk here in town. So today I've got the 1.4 times teleconverter on the 300mm. So that turns this lens into a 420mm lens f4. So I have not done any shooting with that on here yet, but it worked so well with the 2 times that I don't have any worries or issues with that. So any of the images you guys now see will be that combination. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So there is a grown-ass woman over there swinging on the swings, having a blast. She was going up as high as she could go. I'm like, that's cool. You got to enjoy what you can when you can. You get 15-minute break from work, go to the park, play on the swings. And now I will go talk to her, as I do with everyone I photograph. I go have a little conversation. So Sally says she's 61. Her kids are all down south. She misses them and wanted to have a swing. So this hobby is fantastic for getting to meet people. Now, we did have somebody mention on the local club, I posted pictures of when I was out shooting people down at the government dock. They were saying, well, did you ask these people for permission? No, we don't need to ask them because they're in public, and it is your right as a photographer to photograph in public. So the number one thing you need to do, you know, with this hobby or profession, if you're making money at it, is know your rights. And when you're out in public, you're fair game. So, but I've been doing this a long time, and I realized, you know, she never even saw me over there taking her photograph. But if you go up and you talk to people, and now I don't mention to them that I'm using your photograph online or in a video, or I don't tell them what I'm doing with it because I don't have to. But I did say, hey, I was taking your picture, that looked like fun, and I started a conversation, you know, and that's, I have never had anyone in 28 years as a photographer ask me to take down photos or not use their photo. I did get the Samyang 24mm lens that I ordered off eBay. It's in fantastic shape. I saved $100 from buying a new one, basically. And we also saved $100 on buying the 2x teleconverter, the Sony high-grade converter. So saved a couple $100 by buying those two items used. But in the future, I don't think I'm going to do that anymore because the savings per lens was not as good as it used to be. eBay charges you tax now on everything you buy, whether it's used or not, and they shouldn't. And then by the time you pay for the increased shipping rates, you know, in 2024, you're not really saving that much money. So, and then you're gambling, you know, was this guy's used product really in the great shape that they say it is? So, a pair of mallards down here enjoying the beauty of the creek. And the male's getting a really nice iridescent blue glow on his head, so I took a couple pictures of them. Hopefully one will turn out. There are lots of really cool little ice structures along the edge of the river here where things are melting and refreezing. So if you go slow and look closely, there is cool stuff to photograph here. Oh, that wind is so cold. I'm gonna have those icicles coming out of my nose here in a minute. It is frosty. Just driving along here looking for ducks in the open water, and I looked across and I seen the perfect silhouette of a deer head. There's a deer laying down up there. I'll flip you guys around. Can you see him up there under the tree? Well, I took a few shots, but she's laying in the brush. He, she, I don't know. The males won't have antlers yet. And of course, there's a lot of brush in front of the deer's face. So I actually moved the truck ahead 5 feet, backed up 5 feet, tried, you know, but